We are kind of live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the end of the year. It's the end of 2013 in video games. I'm Ryan McBride, and you're joining us for Suck My Controller, the end of the year podcast. I'm joined, as always, by Captain Camper.
Howdy, heroes.
Fortunately, Johnny Hurricane couldn't be with us because we did change the time on him because Smith is an asshole.
Dude.
Hey, you brought me down. You brought me down as soon as we were starting to go live, dude.
I like doing it. Just puts a challenge. It means you got to work at being happy.
No, it makes me so unhappy when I'm just starting. Like, that's so mean, dude. Like,
bless you.
Well,
you're a cuddle, right?
We've got a lot to talk about today, Smith.
We do,
and it's a good thing that we started off early because we're going all night long.
Wow, why? Oh.
Because that's the way I do it. 2013. It's been a good year.
It's been another year.
It's been another year? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just like the 20 odd before
it. We had... I'm going to mix things up. We're going straight into questions.
What?
Yeah, straight into questions, dude.
Can't start at the end. We've only got one question.
Yeah, I know, but it's the biggest one. What's been the highlight game of 2013? I've got a list here of all the games that I played.
It's a highlight game.
Yeah,
the
highlight.
Your entire collection for 2013.
Well, no, I'm not going to give him the entire collection. I'm going to give him all of my highlights one.
All of them?
All of my highlighted ones. The ones that I liked. The ones that I think people should play. The ones that maybe fell through the cracks.
Okay, well, you do that.
And I expect you to do the same.
Wow, I wasn't prepared for this.
Well, I told you to get prepared for this yesterday, dude.
Dude, you can't give me one day to prepare on the weekend.
Dude, it took me 2 seconds to come up with... I literally wrote down all the games I played this year, right?
I have the memory of a goldfish.
You don't have to... I mean, for me, it wasn't really that hard because I could just go to my GameStop page and see what I bought.
So I sat there and thought maybe Skyrim, and I thought I don't think that was released. It was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I have to double check these things.
Yeah.
So what is your highlight game? Highlight game.
Well, and we can also talk about our Game of the Year categories, too, if we want to.
Did we finalize those?
No, we can finalize them right here live. That might be fun.
Well, that's not a good idea, is it?
Why not?
Nothing we ever plan live works.
Well, no, it's not going to work, but it'll be interesting at least.
Well, I guess so, I suppose.
Highlight Game of the Year. I've got some stuff highlighted here. I've got
do you want to share the document with me so I can see what's coming and prepare?
It's the same one that I shared with you yesterday. It's still in your Skype window. It's still in your Skype window, dude. You can just clickety-clack it.
Google Doc. Got it.
Yeah.
The games played this year section?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I'm not going to... Don't start deleting them, okay?
I haven't deleted nothing.
I just saw your cursor over like a game, and I thought you were going to start deleting games off my list.
No.
Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. That was a highlight game this year.
Yeah, definitely not going to argue with that.
Right, that's one that you really liked. I was very surprised by because I really did not like Assassin's Creed 3. I thought Assassin's Creed 3 was boring for the most part, especially the beginning.
I didn't like any of them.
Yeah, well, you haven't played any of them.
I have, I just not thoroughly.
Oh, yeah, you played 1.
I played 1 and 2, and then one of the other ones that had a subtitle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I didn't appeal to whatsoever. I was thoroughly surprised and very impressed with Black Flag. I still haven't completed it, actually.
Yeah.
There was so much to do in that game. I got completely sidetracked from the main story and just, started doing all the side quest shit.
Right. Yeah, I just think it started a lot better than the other games in the past, too. And I think Ubisoft was able to throw a lot of the bullshit aside and just be like, hey, have fun with this one, Like, you're going to be a pirate and fuck it. Like,
it's pirates and assassins in the same game. There's not much more you can do with that, It's
right.
Recipe for success right there.
Yeah, Butler, I do like other titles. Actually, there's a lot of titles on this list that are not Nintendo titles. There are a lot of Nintendo titles on here, too.
That's just right. He's highlighted some that obviously mean a bit more to him than anything else. Among those are Pikmin 3, Animal Crossing, Rayman Legends. They're all Nintendo-ish games.
Rayman Legends is not a Nintendo title. It was a Nintendo exclusive, but then got ported to everything.
Yeah, it's still Nintendo-ish. It's all cute and cuddly and shit.
Hey, each of these games is going to have their time.
Even you go through all of these games.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's 2013 in review. We're going through all the great games that should have been played if you haven't played them, and then maybe we'll talk some Game of the Year stuff, or maybe
I didn't book
not.
6 hours off for this podcast.
It won't take that long, dude. It'll only take like an hour, or whatever.
Yeah,
our
just for
normal-
this section.
No, but that's what we're doing for the section. I mean, what's news? Some stupid MMO stuff probably came out. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but
That is rude, motherfucker.
not a whole lot of news coming out this time of the year. What's launching this week? Nothing.
No, there must be one game launching this week.
I mean, that Halo Spartan Assault game came out on the Xbox One, but other than that,
oh, there's any? Oh, no.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got some. I'm sure I've got some. I'll find some.
Yeah, well, let's continue on. Highlighted games this year. Another game I really, really liked, and I think you did too, because we played a little bit together, was Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Blacklist.
I did, yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I like the new approach to the single player. And the multiplayer was also
the split, the different categories and stuff like
yeah,
that.
you know, making it a bit more. I mean, obviously in the other games you could go crazy or stealth, but this one made it a bit more obvious and a bit more in your face that them choices were there to play with. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Blacklist, and the multiplayer was good fun. Not as good as the original Spies versus Merc. But
There was even a whole menu that was like original Spies versus
no,
Mercs.
it wasn't the same.
I think your nostalgia just getting in the way.
I think your retard behaviour just gets in the way. Move on. Oh, McDonald's just got here, dude. It's just staring me in the face.
Yeah. What else? Pokemon X and Y. I mean, what? I'm still playing Pokemon.
Yeah, but them kind of games you can play for years. Can't
Yeah, I mean, I have a full box full of Eevees right now. Because
why?
Because I want to make a full EV team, but I'm trying to get like the best stats possible, so then I could take my EV team on the road.
Okay.
And have them fight.
Not to rain on your parade, but Eevee's shit.
Well, no, yeah, but it evolves into sweet shit.
It's still shit.
Jolteon's pretty sweet. Glaceon's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but there's better versions of all of those elements.
No, because they're fast.
No, he's like the jack of all trades, master of none. He's shit.
Well, that's kind of like me, so.
You said it wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know. They did a lot of stuff with that game to make it easier to get online and play with people and trade with people, and I think that's something that Pokemon needed. You know, it makes the game so much more fun when you're able to trade and battle with people very easily. You know, it's one menu click away.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can agree with that.
So yeah, I really liked that game. If you have a 3DS, obviously you probably played it. What else do I got on here? Rayman Legends. That was a fun game. And you be damned, Captain Camper.
Yeah.
Great music design. Platforming was tight. Like, really tight.
Is it? Can you actually mess up platforming? Really?
Yes.
You're just jumping across the screen sideways.
You most certainly can mess up. Platforming can feel like crap.
It does feel like crap every time.
Well, no. That's because you don't play any platforming.
That's because they feel like crap.
No. It hurts so much to hear you say that when there are so many. Like Super Meat Boy, that platforming was great. Rayman Legends, that platforming is great. Most of the Mario games. Let's see. Last of Us. Monumental game.
That's a big contender for Game of the Year for most of the big boy sites, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it moved things forward in how you tell a story and how you capture emotions in games.
And also made sort of the child of the story not completely fucking useless.
Right.
Yeah. You know, the kid's usually that typical, I'm helpless, help me out. You spend the entire game carrying around on your shoulders or something stupid, but right. No, yeah, it brought some definitely some interesting elements to the gaming scene that I'm hoping we're going to see again very soon.
Yeah,
something from The Last of Us.
I don't think we will see anything for very soon on that.
It'll come. You wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe sometime. I don't know. The story was such a good story that was just done. You know, it was a complete story. I don't think it needs to go anywhere else. I think the story at the end, the way they leave it at the end, which, by the way, you know, when we're talking about these games, there might be a few spoilers before I say anything. But I'm going to spoil something from Last of Us. If you haven't finished it, shame on you. That game was great. But the way that it ends with Ellie and Joel and how they are looking at each other and the way that Joel kind of lies to her and she kind of has this like wink in her eye that she knows, and you know, the way that they were going to operate on her and kill her to find a cure, but Joel wanted to keep her for himself. It's just a really heart-wrenching story. You know?
Yep.
You all right there, Captain Camper?
Yeah, I don't like game endings, man. No.
Did you not play the game ending?
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like. They're always sad or they're always so happy. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I just don't like game endings.
Butler pointed out Splunky, which was a fun game on XBLA. I didn't have it on my list here of highlighted the best of the year, but it was definitely fun. Yeah.
Nintendo not featured.
No. That has nothing to do with it. Just
to throw this out there, while we've got a couple of viewers, this motherfucker wanted to put the new Mario for the best multiplayer game of the year.
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah. It's a fun multiplayer game.
Dude, you have so much that's come out this year just on PC alone without even looking at consoles.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, Daisy, Never, 7 Days to Die, they're all multiplayer games.
Yeah, Daisy's broken.
Have
Daisy is not good right now.
you played it, or are you judging that on what you've seen from other people?
I'm judging it based on what you said.
I know what you're talking about.
You said that I watched your videos. You said it in your videos. I was like, oh, they need to fucking fix this.
What? What videos?
The videos that you did on Twitch.
Oh,
that were like a half.
Oh, somebody watched that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it is definitely broken. Obviously, it's alpha, but it is completely fucked beyond all belief right now. It's barely playable. There are some hardcore players. I know, Mr. Butler and his friend Mr. Todd. They both play it quite regularly.
Yeah.
I know there are still. It's still got that magic, but I think what I've discovered, because I've had quite a big survival kick the last couple of weeks. I've played most of them, bought a few of them. I've just sort of sat there thinking, you know, it's like the biggest thing with these survival games is it's the player interaction. That's what makes the game exciting. That's what changes it up every time.
Yeah.
But a player interaction is 90% getting shot in the face.
Right.
It's 10% for a bit of fun. You know, buttering up and running around, screaming, get on the floor. It's the Chernobyl police department and shit. And guys were getting on the floor and they were handcuffing them and robbing them and then shooting them in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they put the effort into, you know, get him down and stuff first. But yeah, it's got a long way to go. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I just thought it was funny that you thought Mario should be Game of the Year.
I didn't think Mario should be Game of the Year. I thought it should be
Game of the Year. So.
Well, it was fun multiplayer. I had a lot of fun playing with my friends, and I think that I mean, it's just an opinion.
Yeah, but it's wrong.
Well,
move back.
It's my opinion, though. It's not like it's not an end all be all of multiplayer games, and even that I was just throwing it in there because I had fun playing at multiplayer. I didn't necessarily think that it had to be the multiplayer game of the year.
You got defending, or keep defending yourself.
I will keep defending myself because I like games, and just because it says Nintendo on it, you hate it.
No,
and I would rather play it and experience it.
You,
yeah, but you don't play anything on it.
I'm playing Disney Infinity.
Are you really? No, you're not.
Yeah.
Did you get that for your son or something?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Christmas gift for a kid, you know? I played that at E3. It was all right.
It's interesting. It's a fucking money grabbing.
Yeah, oh
bullshit.
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so.
Daddy, I want all the toys.
He's already got like 8 figures. And what doesn't tell you, it's like you get like Mike Wazowski and whatever, like the Monsters Inc. guys.
Yeah.
And then like the Pirates of the Caribbean world.
Mm-hmm.
And these other few, but you can't play 2-player in the same universe unless you've got 2 characters from that universe.
Uh-huh.
and they don't sell any packets with 2 characters in the same universe. So you have to buy
Oh,
like a
that's weird.
side.
They don't have like they don't have a pack that is specifically like the Incredibles or whatever.
Well, yeah, they get the starter pack with the console, which is 1 Incredibles, 1 Monsters Inc., and 1 Pirates of the Caribbean character.
Yeah.
You can't play 2-player.
Right.
So you have to go out and buy additional characters. I went out and bought Wreck-It Ralph and the little girl from Wreck-It Ralph. Because I love that stuff. Film's wicked. So I thought, yeah, we'll go. They don't actually have a world. They're just there to play around in the free roam thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. But that's something I play on Nintendo.
Okay. So we talked about Last of Us, right?
Yep.
All right. Quick mention: Animal Crossing. It's an Animal Crossing game. It was fun. There's nothing really other to say about it. There wasn't. I mean, it was fun. Me and Johnny played it as we were going to E3. We both bought it as we were getting on the plane. So we had a good time with that. Probably my favorite game this year. After is what I'm going to talk about, not Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing was not my favorite game. BioShock Infinite. I said a lot of things in my review. The world, the way that it captures, religious and racial undertones, the way that it handles Elizabeth and Booker's relationship, the way that it ends is Have you played that game yet?
No one near to the end, no.
Oh my god, dude! You need to play and finish that game because that game, that and Last of Us really highlight storytelling in games this year to me. I can't say anything. I can't say anything bad about that game, really. The music, the way that it uses, recorded songs from all throughout the generation to highlight different problems in society and things like that. It's just fucking fantastic. I can't wait to go back and play it again.
Good.
Always, yeah. Something that came out during the beginning of the year, Tomb Raider. That was all right. She caused quite the shitstorm throughout the years.
Yeah.
With her, the way that she, dies, and there was this whole shitstorm about her that maybe getting raped in the story or something. But at the end of the day, it was a good game design.
I like the way they all bitch about a possible rape scene, but when people were making her nude and exploding in the first Tomb Raider game, that was pretty acceptable.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was a different time, different day, but yeah.
It's just okay. You put the code in, you're completely naked. You put another one in, you explode, and the tits hit the screen.
Yeah. Oh, old days of video games.
Back in the day, when you had the 6-titted pigs dancing in Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
I just bring the quality of the conversation right down.
Yeah, Awake here points out BioShock from before. BioShock has always been a story heavy in its own way. Yeah, that's true, and it was story heavy, but it told a damn good story that I really, really enjoyed. And the game mechanics weren't that bad either. They probably weren't the best shooting mechanics ever, but they weren't bad on themselves.
It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, even with a bit of a shitty FPS, it still looked good enough just to pass it on. It did look really good, that game.
Right, yeah, it did look fantastic. I mean, especially in the beginning, there were sections where you were going actually up to the floating city in the sky, and just the lighting effects and the way that it looks beautiful, but also has this seedy undertone of like this religious persecution. It's just it's just gross and beautiful at the same time. It's sublime. It's utopic. It's
I haven't
great.
played it, so I can only nod and agree.
Yeah.
I watched your streams when you were doing it, but
right. So Tomb Raider was great. Go play that game. It's cheap now. I think I got like all of the Tomb Raiders for like $10 the other day on the Steam sale. It's just crazy.
I'm not happy with the Steam sale right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, no.
What's going on?
I bought Never, right, for me and a friend for Christmas present.
Yeah.
Next day, 60% off. Day after I fucking bought it, exactly the same thing with Dive Kick.
Oh yeah.
Bought Dive Kick for the full price, which is I think it was like £7, which isn't a lot of money, and then it's currently up for the community's choice vote to go down to £1.70. It just pisses me off.
Yeah, Dive Kick.
Bad timing.
I have that game too, so. If you
Yeah,
want.
it's just I know it's a good laugh to pick up and beat
Right.
real quick. So yeah, I'm definitely giving that a go.
If you have a 360 controller, Brothers is on sale right now. That's a game that I'm about to talk about, actually.
Yeah, why would I have a 360 controller?
I don't know. Or maybe you can do it with your PlayStation pad. I don't know.
Anything you can do with an Xbox pad, you can do with a PlayStation pad.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the times natively, you plug it in and it just works.
Yeah, it's because Microsoft, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got to go through this program to assign buttons and all sorts of shit because they do it backwards on purpose to make you struggle.
Right. Going through a couple more games here. Fire Emblem.
Yeah, it was still one I really wanted to play.
Yeah, that was that turn-based RPG at the beginning of the year. Really good story, and also made you connect to the characters because if they died, they died. You know, and if they fought next to each other in battle, they gained bonuses, so they would hit harder and block more attacks. So it made you care when you lost a character. Pikmin 3, again, just a Nintendo game that looked very pretty, was very fun. If you can pick that up, I would suggest it. But other than that, there's not much to say. I mean, the multiplayer is okay. It's co-op mode where you're collecting things for points, but the single player is where it was at. Forza 5, we have a review up on the site and a video review for that game that tells you exactly how I feel about that. Beautiful launch game for the Xbox One and the P. It's not for the PS4, but I think it shows off the next generation of games. Just rolling right through some of these. Killer Instinct was a game that I did not like back in the day.
Oh, I was never a big fan.
Yeah, it's like it was always like a shitty Mortal Kombat. And
pretty much.
Yeah, and or a shitty Street Fighter. But this year, when it actually came out and it was free to try, I tried it out, and then I had to buy it because it was fun and it was only $20. I'm probably gonna leave that one there for a second. Super Mario 3D World, we have streams up of that. That was fantastic. We already talked about it though, so I'm gonna move right along because Smith is an asshole.
I didn't say nothing, man. I'm just sitting there trying to yam my McDonald's in between you talking and not talking.
Yeah, I know, and that's really making for a great fucking conversation. Is that
cool.
every 2 seconds you fucking mute your microphone, and I can tell because the background noise goes away.
Either that or I can sit here going...
Well, or you could fucking eat like a half an hour before that we started. We set this up yesterday.
It took him 2 hours to get at McDonald's, alright? I wasn't supposed to know that, was I? Carry on, motherfucker.
Super Mario 3D World is fun. The music's great.
It's Mario, move on.
It's more than Mario. It's Cat Mario. Meow.
So even when I've got nothing eaten, I'm not eating, I've got nothing to add to this
Yeah,
conversation.
because you're terrible. Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. I like Fire Emblem, but grew more attached to Valkyrie Chronicles. Valkyrie Chronicles is a series I did not play much, but I will check that out if you say that you became more attached to it than Fire Emblem. The last one was really good, though. Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. That game is fucking great.
I haven't played it.
Right, I know. I picked that up on my 3DS and did not stop for 2 days until I beat it.
Good.
You know,
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you pick it up and you don't want to ever put it back down. So that's good. Music, fantastic. I listen to that music all the time. Gone Home was a special little game that told a story.
Yeah, again, I haven't played any of these fucking games.
Yeah, I know you haven't played any of these fucking games.
So what the fuck conversation do you expect me to bring to the table?
I don't know. I expect you to play more games, I guess.
I could list off 100 games you probably never even heard of, let alone played.
Please.
I'm just more of a different kind of. I play multiplayer games. I don't like playing with myself.
Please, like you played a couple more MMO games than I did.
So I've played practically all of them.
What does that have to?
What is that supposed to actually play?
Well, what is something?
Okay, like, let's move the fuck on. This is just Nintendo. This is a Nintendo podcast.
No, okay. Tom Clancy, Assassin's Creed, Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, Tomb Raider, Forza 5, Killer Instinct. I'm going to talk about GTA 5, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Those are all not Nintendo titles. Just because I highlight some Nintendo titles that are good quality and that should be played doesn't mean
through. You know, for the non-Nintendo titles, you just kind of skip through and move on.
What are you talking about? I talked about Tomb Raider for a while. I talked about BioShock Infinite. That's my favorite game of the year. That's my #1 game of the year. Is BioShock Infinite. You are just rude. You know that?
That's like winding you up, dude.
I know you do. I know you do. And Butler likes doing it too. You guys always like hammer on me just because I play some Nintendo titles and they happen to be fun and happen to be better than 90% of the other bullshit out there.
Don't fall for the troll bait, dude. You feed the trolls, man.
That's okay. It's okay. I'd rather defend myself than just let them.
See, Butler's on it right now. Even your face and the camera's like angry or something. Yeah, no.
But Gone Home was a game that was story based. It was about going through a house and finding different things that help tell a story of a girl that comes home after being overseas and her finding out about her sister's life. I don't want to say much more than that, even though we talked about that there might be spoilers. Because
that sounds fucking entertaining.
It's definitely more story driven. If you're not, I mean, there's not like a whole lot of puzzles. There's not a gun. There's not there's not any real game mechanics other than finding yourself in the world.
Awesome.
But it told a great story. Monster Hunter 3 Unlimited for the Wii U. We played a shit ton of that game for a while, then we just kind of dropped off.
It wasn't, the multiplayer was good, but it was just no community to it.
See, I think that was just on like the EU side, dude, because there was like plenty of people playing it over here when we were playing.
There was no shortage of numbers. It's just I'd go through 4 parties.
Yeah.
You know, and no one would speak or say anything or talk about what approach we were going to take. It was just go in, rinse and repeat, go out. It just got to the point where it's like, I'm not going to play a multiplayer game without the multiplayer aspect.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Is when I jumped in, people were like, "Hey, either you're on your mic and you're talking to us, or we're not keeping you in this lobby."
Well, see, I'd have preferred that.
Yeah, and
it's much more fun then, you know.
Right, because that game, if you're not paying attention and you're not talking and communicating, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah, no, you're all going to die.
Yeah, you're all going to die, and you're all not going to get the most out of the situation. Even if you do, you know, capturing the beast gives you way more resources than just killing them. So, yeah. Monster Hunter, it's just a really good game for people that like game mechanics. You know, it's one of those games that you have to get right. The button pushes right, or else you're screwed. But yeah. And then my last game I'm going to talk about today. And then I would like to hear. I've been stalling this whole time so you could come up with games, Smith. And you probably, you probably haven't done shit.
That's right. I'll black it. It's fine.
Okay. Was Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons? And I don't think you played that one. I mean, it came out for the 360 originally. It came out on the PC later. The way that Brothers played was on one stick you have one of the brothers. Like on one thumbstick you have one of the brothers, and on the other thumbstick you have the other brother. So you're moving the two characters independently, and then the triggers are the action buttons. And the same way, the left trigger is one brother, right trigger is the other brother. So then you have little puzzles that you have to complete. It tells an amazing story of these two brothers, and you're not going to play it, right?
No, that control mechanic sounds like a complete fucking headache.
You get used to it after a little bit. The game is only about 3 hours long. The way that it ends is one of the brothers dies.
Oh, well.
Spoiler alert. Well, I don't think Butler's going to play it. I don't know about Awake. I haven't talked to him before, so I don't know what his style of game is. But but yeah, one of the brothers dies, and then when you don't, and you have to bury him with the other brother. And so the action of all of a sudden, oh shit, I don't have to control that person anymore, and you're only using one side of the controller now. It's really like gave me a weird.
It's quite disheartening. Really.
Yeah,
Weird.
it's a weird feeling, like how missing a part of the controller is like all of a sudden, like whoa. But it ended in such a crazy way, and made you feel so weird at the end that I think it was a really good game. And I'm sorry if people haven't played that and were planning on it, but yeah, you should still play it because it's still something. Even if you know it's
ruin the end.
Yeah, even if you know what happened, it's not that bad. You'll still get a lot out of it. All right, Smith. Talk to me about some games in 2013.
2013. I'll start off with a couple of the big names. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5. You barely touched on that.
Right. I wanted to talk about that with you, so I was hoping you would bring that up.
Yeah, no, it's I don't usually I like to come up with something a bit different to what the mainstream would say.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, GTA 5 was one of the biggest titles in this year.
Sure.
I'd say in the last 5-6 years, to be honest, that game means very, very much to me. Like they could have done better with the multiplayer. They could have done more.
They could have done way better with the multiplayer. And you thought it was going to happen too.
We're still waiting on the heist, which is the big thing.
But it's been.
I don't know anyone that plays it anymore.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's been like what, 4 months since it came out. Like we're still waiting for the good part of the multiplayer.
Yeah, people just come on, they get the house, they get the cars they want, and then they're done.
And
there really isn't much reason to play other than that.
And it was broken for like the first week.
There are still aspects of it broken nowadays. There's still so many exploits. The whole in-game economy was done within the first week. There were so many exploits. There were videos of it all over the internet. Like 12 million views. So most of the community is well aware of what's going on.
Right.
I'm sitting there after 4 days playtime, and some other dude that's just joined used the glitch. He's got $12 billion compared to my 400,000. Kind of stuff that's killed it. But the single player experience was worth every penny, even without the free multiplayer add-on. So, you can't really bitch about that.
Yeah, I
mean,
it was good. I think looking back on it now, I wish they would embrace more of the open worldness in their actual like campaign design. I feel like making you drive to a specific spot and then do a specific thing and then drive back to a specific spot in a GTA game probably isn't getting the most out of the experience. Like there was a lot of times towards the end of the game, it was like, really, I gotta drive across town now.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's not, even when it does happen early on in the game, because you still don't know the city fully, even if you've got experience in the older games, it's still a fresh new look on it. And you've still got all the random events kicking off you haven't done, and all that kind of stuff. Once that stuff passes and you're towards the end of the game, you've done most of that.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to drive up and down the same. Like there was times where you got to go out to Trevor's yard and then back to, Mike's house. And then back again. It just got to the point where it's like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, and yes, you could like get in a cab and stuff like that, but
that system doesn't work so well online.
Oh no.
No, I've never completed a cab journey.
Just disconnects you or something?
I just jumped in the car and thought, fuck her, I'm going to go have a cigarette. I'll come back and I'm dead. You can't do anything. They just gun the side of the taxi down and kill you. It's bad. But yeah, GTA 5, massive game for me this year. There is also, I don't know, I think it was a radio interview. I watched a video of it the other day of someone, Laszlo. You know Laszlo?
Sounds familiar.
He's from Rockstar dude. I don't know his exact
position,
but during the interview they asked if they were planning on porting the GTA 5 to Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, I know.
His answer was, it was enough to give more hope than what we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I mean, I know, me personally, I know a lot of people and myself, I'm only holding on to the PS3 for 2 games, and that's Final Fantasy and GTA 5.
Dark Souls.
Final Fantasy's coming to the PS4 in March. So after that, it's just GTA 5. After that, I can just fucking sell that useless heap of shite.
Dark Souls 2.
When is that not coming next gen?
I don't think so. I mean, it'll come PC eventually, But
Well, they're doing the backwards compatibility thing anyway, aren't they?
what?
With the cloud.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe whenever
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens. Like,
It'll come. It'll come.
yeah.
What else? I'm struggling here because you've mentioned a lot of the stuff that I would have mentioned. See, I'm hesitant to throw Far Cry 3 in there because although that was last year,
Yeah.
it missed everything. You know,
Yeah,
so it's
but
kind of this year.
I mean, yeah, but we gave it like one of the game. Wasn't it the game of the year last year?
Yeah, because we do ours at the end of the year.
Yeah.
All the other fuckers missed it, and I think as a developer, you know, when you put that kind of work and effort into your game, when you're not even able to be voted at, it's just, that's got to be a bit shit.
Yeah. I mean, Blood Dragon, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon came out this year.
Yeah, that was the expansion, wasn't it? The really sort of fucked up, crazy one.
Yeah, it was a standalone. Yeah, it was like you could buy just the standalone. You didn't have to. It wasn't just DLC, but yeah, it was like it had scan lines on it. It couldn't like look kind of like RoboCop or whatever. That was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun game. It had big ass dragons.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but yeah, I love the original. I think the Assassin's Creed shows how much that game was to Ubisoft because there's so much of the new Assassin's Creed that's just reeks of Far Cry.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
it's
mean,
nice to see 'em bringing those systems across to sort of improve other franchises.
yeah, that whole how you upgrade stuff was basically ripped right out of Far Cry
Yeah.
and put.
Yeah, crafting systems pretty much there.
Yeah.
What else? I don't like to mention it in a positive light, but I would have to mention Call of Duty Ghosts.
I mean, we played it.
Yeah, no, I still play it. It took me a while. It took me a lot longer to get into than what it usually does for a COD game. I'm usually up and on it, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, I won't go off it for a few weeks, but it took me a lot longer to get into it. I still don't think they've beat the map design for Modern Warfare 2. I still think that's the pinnacle of the series so far, but it's nice to see them at least trying to push the boundaries in terms of the class customization, the way you prestige now.
Mm-hmm.
None of that stuff about the fish and all that shit. I don't care about that. But I don't even like the changes that much. But it's the fact they were willing to make them for a change.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't that big of a change class wise, and the game ran like shit.
Dude, it still does. And I haven't got the most expensive rig on the planet, but it's good enough to run anything out today. And I can't alt tab because it just brain farts and crashes.
Yeah, and just like the hiccups and like I had it turned down to 720p with most of the stuff off, and it's just trash. It just runs like trash, Smith.
Yeah, it's a port. But the worst thing about it is I wouldn't say justify, but you can see why they do it when the most it has on is like 12,000 players.
Yeah, but still, like that game was birthed from the PC.
Yeah, but they earn more money from the consoles now. They've got no loyalty to the PC game. It's just like, yeah, fuck you.
It's true. There's no reason to make a shitty PC port.
No,
there's
it
no.
happens.
I know it happens a lot. Like Skyrim even wasn't a great PC port. Like they still needed mods and shit to fix it, and I don't understand why PC ports get the treatment that they do.
Especially when most of the games are designed on a PC platform.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you fuck up a game that was basically built on a PC? And then, I don't know. Butler mentioned Surgeon Simulator. I don't know if that came out this year, or that T game. We put
Yeah, it was during our testing for the indie game stream that didn't really get much traction.
Yeah, I really liked Surgeon Simulator, but it isn't, like, you know, one of my top games of the year.
No, it was good fun for
It was
a short
fun.
period.
Yeah.
You know, I think the only reason it was popular was because one streamer happened to get 1 billion views from it, and everyone else was like, shit, we have to stream this game.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it would have flopped. But it was a good game. It was quite funny. You know,
But
sure.
Call of Duty. I don't know. I have issues. I have it on my list, and you'd see it's not even highlighted yellow. I just don't care about that game.
No, I was just mentioning because I do think it's, you know, I'm quick to dog on the games, but at the same time, I think I should be quick to sort of defend it when they do at least make some effort to change the regular recipe that they've used for so fucking long now.
What did they change, though?
Well, the class system, the prestige.
I mean, not really. The class system was basically the same as last year.
No, because you couldn't unlock stuff whenever you pleased.
I guess that's true. I guess the way that they use
That
those,
is quite a big change.
but that is quite a bit.
Kill streaks are very different now.
Yeah, but
Fucking ridiculously over the top.
but on the same way, like if you don't know what guns you're going to like, that system is fucking terrible.
Well, yeah, but it's because of the new prestige system. It works out that you can't waste money on your first character because you'll learn stuff for your second guy. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, and it was nice to see him throw something in there with the infestation mode, which I personally think shit.
I like
The
infestation.
squad combat mode also shit. I think they should just fucking forget the additional modes. It's multiplayer. To be honest, don't even just fuck single player.
Yeah,
Nobody cares.
yeah. I mean, I have enjoyed the single player modes in the past. This one was like the past couple of years. They're just and oh.
It just gets shorter and shorter.
By the way, I played Battlefield. I haven't been able to talk about that yet. That single player campaign's fucking hot trash.
Yeah, let's not talk about Battlefield.
It's broken in so many different fucking ways. When it works, it's great. When it works, it's fucking fantastic. It's fun.
What part of let's not talk about Battlefield is an
Fine,
invitation
go
to
ahead.
continue
Go
talking
ahead.
about Battlefield?
I wanted to talk about Battlefield because I
The
played
game's
Battlefield.
fucking broken, dude. Even just the thought of it being as broken as it is in release gets me pissed off.
Yeah, they apologized.
Yeah, apologise. Give me my fucking money back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Sure.
Like, don't apologize after you launched it. After a bunch of people already bought it, apologize beforehand and delay it.
Yeah, what the fucking DayZ guy done? It's like, look, you can buy it now, but don't. That's literally what Rocket done. He went on this like, you can buy it now, but don't buy it.
Yeah, it's got
There's nothing to it. It's
What is
broken.
it?
It's early alpha.
early access.
Yeah, but it's like it says all over the fucking Steam page about it's early alpha. It's broken.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to like it, and you get all these idiots in the forums like, oh my god, it's broken. No one told me. Fucking idiots. Moving on from what was I talking about? Call of Duty.
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag again would be one of my titles of the year. FIFA 14 again. You probably won't agree with this, but they did make. I don't know about last gen because I haven't played the PS3 and Xbox versions of FIFA, but on the new gen on the PS4, they have made a lot of forward motions with that game. There was a lot of differences, just down to even the slightest change in animations has made the game far more fluid.
Yeah. I mean,
It's got a whole new level of realism to it with the new passing and the new AI assistants which they brought in. It's a better game all round than what it used to be.
that's cool. I mean, I don't have any connection to FIFA, but so I can't really talk to you that much about it. But if you like it that much, I would back your opinion instead of calling you a fucker.
I wouldn't call you a fucker. I'd call you a fag because I know that hurts you even more.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much, dude.
How does it feel to be professionally tied to me? I hope you didn't want a future in this industry.
Yeah.
What I got to do is play back some of these podcasts and oh my god, really?
Yeah, and I always put it on all of my stuff too. It's like, hey, look at the
probably stop
podcast.
doing that. Definitely. Anyway, moving on. A couple of indie games I do feel deserve a mention.
Yeah.
Where is it? I've got it on my.
Usually when you say
Sanctum.
Sanctum 2?
Yes. Sadly, I haven't got as much time into that game as I would have liked because the multiplayer was a bit
Broken?
annoying. Yeah, it's just the community in the game but it was the
That
fresh take on the tower defense game.
Yeah,
where it's a
yeah.
first-person shooter. Yeah, it was a nice take on something which has been done and done and done again. But I do think that even if a game doesn't come across as great, if a small development studio is at least willing to push the boundaries on the genre a little bit, they should get some kind of credit just for having the balls to do it. Because they're doing it knowing full well they could lose a shit ton of money, whereas the big guys that could lose money and not really give a shit aren't willing to fucking put the risk in.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see the sort of little guys having a shot at it. Payday 2.
Ryan needs Xanax?
What is Xanax?
It's like some kind of like depressant drug, I think. It's okay. Whatever. Just
Ryan needs some kind of drug to stop him being so fucking happy all the time. That guy's got way too much serotonin going through his head.
Keep
Payday
drinking
2,
and-
yes. I still personally think that is one of the best ideas for a video game for my personal taste. In years and years. Sadly, it was done wrong. It should have been PvP instead of PvE. It's sort of the whole Left 4 Dead approach, where you have the one team playing the cops, the other team playing the robbers, kind of thing. Different cops, different abilities. There's sort of different ways they could have thrown it around.
Yeah, I guess that there's ways that it could have mixed it up. I mean, the first one was played PvE as well.
I never actually played the first. I barely heard of the first one, but I did thoroughly enjoy the time I spent on the second one. Sadly, I haven't played it since because they took too long to deliver on half their promises, which they still haven't delivered on. And the game is broken on a very, very low level for an FPS game. When you can see a guy's head above the car and you shoot him against the car, Honestly, those things, it's an FPS game. You need to get the collision detection perfect.
Yeah.
If not perfect, 99.9% good. Not to the point of where I don't even shoot a guy. He's got this big fat riot guy standing behind a lamppost, which covers approximately 20% of his body, and that makes him bulletproof.
Yeah.
So frustrating. But again, yeah, Payday 2 had a lot of potential. I know the series made money.
Which reminds me, by the way, fucking Battlefield, sometimes when the door is like halfway closed, you can't like fucking shoot at people. Like sometimes the door like will block bullets. Like really, that wooden door is really fucking blocking bullets? Like you gotta be kidding me. Okay.
You feel better now?
Yeah, I feel better now.
You gotta get that off your back, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, there's sometimes when bullets will hit you twice, so you'll just die, like, from one shot. That's fucking great, too. Okay.
Deal with it, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Play
trying
hardcore, motherfucker. What else? Need for Speed. I'd like to mention a little bit just because of the fact that series went to complete shit. And then this one was playable.
Okay.
You know, a lot of holes, very shallow in terms of.
So didn't they have some kind of thing where you could like buy upgrades or something, like with microtransactions? Somebody was telling me.
Why do you have to go to girly voice when you say that?
Because it's a really shitty thing to do.
I thought you didn't have a problem with microtransactions.
I don't know.
Mr. Playing fucking Forza. You want to talk about fucking microtransactions?
Yeah, seriously, that does have that. Some of the
Click here to level up faster. Click here to do this.
Yeah, it does have it like twice on screen sometimes, where it's like accelerator up here, and then like, hey, want to earn more fucking shit? Like, press this.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna be honest, the king of all microtransactions in the console generation is FIFA.
Yeah, with
Their most popular game mode, dude, earns. I would put a bet on it would earn more money than the sales of the game itself.
Right.
In a very short time. People spend stupid amounts of money on that Ultimate Team shit, including me. Not gonna fall for any more.
No, yeah, I don't know. That's one thing that I wish they wouldn't do so fucking much in video games, and it looks like Microsoft is going fucking full fucking force in on microtransactions, which will make me sad if I see microtransactions in Halo a year from now.
Fuck it. Don't care.
I will be.
Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's a slippery slope for all games going to microtransactions.
Yeah, but it's happening, you know, and it's to be honest, it's like the consumer can't really complain.
Yeah,
you know, they're getting what they pay for. It's just the fact that they've got 20 hours worth of development stuff ready, and rather than give it to you free, they're going to charge you extra. I mean, even Assassin's Creed, you can pay like 79 pence, which is what, $1, to reveal all of the hidden things on the map.
Yeah, I don't know.
So why even put that in there? Not only is it fucking, what is the point in playing a game like that and then to pay to have an easy mode?
It's pay for cheat codes.
Yeah, but it's just like, fuck that poor guy that went over every map finding the best place to hide all these objects.
Right.
But it's just, I hate little bits like that. What else can we mention here? Aliens Colonial Marines. For the same reason as the rest of the games, but I do think that game needs a mention. It's one of the end of the game year categories we have actually all confirmed in the biggest disappointment.
No, I have some intention or something to talk about with that.
Yeah, but your this is irrelevant. There is no way that Sim fucking City.
No, dude, because SimCity. Okay, like who thought Aliens Colonial Marines was actually going to be that good?
Loads of people. That's why it was so much of a bitch fest when it was shit.
No, I mean loads of people saw that trailer. But I'm saying the valley, like the distance between like people that thought SimCity that were going to be like how great that game looked and was going to be and has a track record of being, and the shitstorm that came out afterwards.
SimCity has always been renowned for having shit launches and bugs.
No, yeah, but not like that game is fundamentally broken for what people want from SimCity.
And so was Aliens.
Well, yes,
but, you can't say nothing.
But
right,
SimCity has a track record. Did anyone gotten the game for $2 on Amazon on Christmas Day? I don't know what that means. I don't know what game because we're moving so quick in between different games. So you'll have to tell us what game you're talking about. Game Monkey.
Game Demon King and your Game Monkey.
Whatever.
That's definitely not the vibe he was giving off with that name.
Game Demon King. Okay.
Right, Demon, I got you back. Don't worry about this fuckhead.
Right. What? Hey, I'm just saying, SimCity looked written. I hope nobody got it at $2 on Amazon. Like, I would get a $2 Aliens, Colonial Marines, $2 on Amazon to burn it and put it up on a video.
It's a bit harsh.
No, that game is trash. That game is trash. That game is trash.
That game is trash.
Fuck everything about that game. Seriously.
Yeah, the Game is Heroes staff doesn't like Alien Colonial Marines, just in case you weren't sure on our standpoint when it comes to completely
I played 6 hours of that game. That is 6 hours I will never get back.
I wouldn't even play it. If I knew what that game was like, you could not pay me to play it.
Well, yeah, but I thought I was going to do guides. And then I was so angry the whole time I played it.
Fuck it, I'm not writing nothing. These fuckers can stay stuck. It's shit.
It's like, if you need help finding this fucking alien that's walking backwards into the wall and not scary at all, like, fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to mention that because it is ridiculously bad game.
Yeah, in the same light, SimCity.
Yeah, but SimCity could at least go somewhere.
But
with
no, it
patches and
can't.
fixes, it could have done.
No, but it didn't.
Yeah, but it had the potential. Once Alien was released, that was it. It was done. It was shit. It was fucked.
Right, but I think that's exactly what makes SimCity more of a problem, is that it had the potential. It could be great. When they showed it in trailers, which, again, Aliens Colonial Marines trailers look good. But
I'll tell you, right, the guy that done that trailer for Aliens Colonial Marines, I bet he's fucking loaded right now. To make something that shit look that good, that guy is talented.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's different. I mean, it's fundamentally different code that was used in that.
I don't think any of that's code. I think it was just they made a film. I don't think any of that was to do with anything in game.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they rendered it differently, or they made rendered sections.
Yeah,
and
they cheated.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel more burned by SimCity because I loved SimCity before that, and I was so excited for it. And all of the shit that came out afterwards, like, oh, well, you can't play this really. We can't make a version of this that plays offline, which then somebody 2 days later hacks the game and makes it playable offline. You know, like
I was more pissed off that you were forced to play it online when none of the online features worked.
Well, that too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With your friends and build this epic building that doesn't work or collapses after half an hour and you lose all your resources. But thanks anyway.
Yeah, you lose all your resources and you need resources for somebody else over there, but they haven't fucking played the game in a week, so fuck your city.
Yeah, you can't have anything self-sustained. Eventually your city goes to shit.
Yeah.
Because you will run out of this, you will run out of... I mean, I'm not going to deny the game was broken, but for me, especially with the hype, the Aliens Colonial Marines could have been something special. There hasn't been a game that done that franchise justice in a very long time.
Ever?
No, not the early ones, the old school ones. No. The first-person shooting the old star. They were alright, man. They were good shit. Kept you on your toes, a bit doomish,
Well, guess what?
A little bit here and there.
There's one coming up.
Well, another Aliens game?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like, yeah. Well, we're gonna ride the hype train for this one.
Yeah, I don't know why there's another one coming, but there is another one. And again, it sounded interesting originally when like the first press release talked about like maybe it being like very scary. Like there's only one alien in the whole game. Like, maybe you're going through this spaceship and there's only, like, one alien fucking with you the whole game. That could be cool. Like, one or two aliens. Like, aliens are supposed to be these all-powerful beings. You're not supposed to be, like, mowing them down every 2 seconds. But then they said something about clones and fucking, like, no, you're going to be shooting clones. And I'm like, all right, okay, whatever.
You know, right. You've got the perfect sci-fi bad guy ready-made in a bucket, and you decide to use something else.
Right. It's just, I don't know.
You don't even have to do anything with the Aliens franchise. Just make a semi-decent game. Just don't make a bad one. The franchise can carry itself.
Yeah.
And they're still fucking around. Anyway, moving on before we sit here and rant, because we've ranted about this for about the same length of time, and the actual podcast dedicated to ranting about it.
Yeah.
What else? Starbound, which I've only just started playing recently. You know, quite finished.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I told you about that game. You're like, yeah.
No, the original video I saw, I was quite interested in the concept,
Yeah.
but thought the combat looked a bit clunky. And then obviously my son wanted it for Christmas, so I picked this up both for a copy. Or my German friend actually bought him a copy, and I bought one so we could play together.
Yeah.
And it's sort of the very basics of Minecraft with far more sort of faster paced combat. You're more involved in the combat. The death penalty is not quite as severe, so my son was actually willing to leave the house and play.
Yeah, I think
In Minecraft, he wouldn't leave. He just sat in the house the whole time.
I do think they need to fix that a little bit because it's kind of ridiculous. Like, you could just dive bomb to the center of any Earth or any planet that you're on, get a bunch of shit, and then die, and then you still got everything.
No, you do lose your money.
Well, a little bit, but
Which is quite a powerful resource in the game. And so far, there's only one way of getting it, and that's by killing people
yeah.
and using a refinery, which takes ages to get. I mean, the death penalty's not quite as severe as I'd like it to be, but it's severe enough to make it you want to avoid death.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't give a shit. I was just running around.
How far did you get? Because like where I am right now, I can't make anything because of my lack of money.
I don't know. Like, I
Did you
played.
get to the beta star system?
No, I didn't move.
Yeah, so you played
at
about
all.
40 minutes then.
No, I played like 4 or 5 hours. Well, see,
On the first planet?
yeah. Well, see, the first time I played a couple hours, and then it updated, and I don't know if you've noticed, but it says like during some updates, like there might
Yeah,
be
you
some
get
character wipes. Yeah, so I got wiped after like my first 2 or 3 hours.
Because the worlds are actually quite small.
Yeah.
It's only sort of like maybe 7 or 8 minutes running in one direction. And you
Yeah,
come
but
out to the start.
you gotta dig.
I don't dig.
I dig.
I just find a big sandpit and dig underneath it, and it breaks everything for you.
I dig, baby. I
It's
dig.
good shit. Anyway, what else have we got? Mentioned Payday 2, mentioned Never, mentioned GTA 5, DayZ. Not going to mention that because it's not good enough.
No, it's still like they said before. It's still an alpha, and yes, it is broken.
It's still an alpha. Yes, it's broken, but at the same time, what the fuck have you spent the last 2 years doing?
Well, it's like
I mean,
one
seriously.
dude, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, Bohemia recruited him. He's an official
okay.
employee of the developers of Arma.
Okay, yeah.
But it does, to be honest, saying yes, it's one dude makes complete sense. One guy struggled to do all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's alpha, but at the same time, if it's alpha, and this is the alpha you've been working on for the last 2.5 years, the alpha should at least work and at least have some features.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Game Demon King mentioned about the Train Simulator 2014.
Yeah.
The $1,600 worth of DLC.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, Casey done an article on that a little while ago, highlighting some of the most biggest DLC rip-offs, and that obviously won.
Horse armor.
Is it what?
Horse armor.
Horse armor.
Horse armor
Horse
from.
armor's cool, man.
No. Horse armor was like the big shitstorm of like 2007 or whatever. It was that Elder Scrolls game, the one that
The Scrolls game.
not Skyrim, the one before it.
Disgraceful.
Whatever. I don't know.
That Elder Scrolls game.
I didn't play very much Elder Scrolls games until Skyrim. What was it called? You don't even know, motherfucker. You're sitting.
No, I was reading something. Oblivion.
Okay, yeah. The horse armor
The
and
one
that.
before that was Morrowind. The one before that was Daggerfall. And the one before that was Arena. I don't question my shit,
Whatever.
son.
I didn't play terrible PC games.
Bitch whore. Whoa. The granddaddy of all PC RPGs. Terrible shit.
I didn't play them, so I don't know. Oblivion, a lot of people liked it.
I hope you die in a house fire.
A lot of people like Morrowind too. I don't
To be fair, they're all broken. They're all so incredibly broken. But the game still sells well and they are really good fun.
Yeah.
But they are fucking broken. You can't deny that.
Well, I mean, the fucking Skyrim on PS3 was like hot mess.
Yeah, that's the consoles. It was beyond. It was unplayable. It was so broken.
Yeah.
You know, and the PC was like any veteran of the series that's played all of them will tell you, that they always have 5 or 6 different saves so they can back it up and restore it when they break the game.
Right.
You know, like there was just one Oblivion. If you carried too much stuff, your game broke. If you had too much stuff in your house, your game broke. If you summoned too many things, your game broke. Because it fucking auto saved all the bloody time. As soon as you've done it, auto save, can't load up, corrupt file. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
And you could do. There were people that lost thousands of hours of gameplay on that kind of shit. But it still does well. Very much looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Very much so. Thinking of MMOs, you know, as bigger games of the year, I'd have to say Hearthstone has thoroughly impressed me.
Yeah, it's not launched yet, but
No, but it's there. You know, it's playable this year for a lot of people. They are pretty much throwing the codes at everybody right now.
yeah.
You know, anyone that's really wanted a code has got one, unless they're retarded, because so many sites just throw them away. But you know, I didn't think I'd get back into the whole TCG thing. You know, I thought I'd outgrown it or just lost interest, but that game definitely sort of relit that spark for me. I had a lot of fun playing it. A bit pissed off I ended up on the EU server.
Right. I think I'm getting worse at that game.
I kind of just I can't win more than 2 games in Arena.
Yeah, like it's getting really bad. I don't know if it's because like more and more people are starting to play it, more and more people are starting to play it a lot, and I don't have the time to dedicate it to it, but I was winning 7-8 games in Arena for a while there, and now I'm struggling to get above 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the sort of the League of Legends of the TCG game. You know, what I mean, you're going to have the people that are so fucking hardcore, you've got no chance in hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for the casual guys until they fine tune the matchmaking kind of thing. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the mobile release.
Yeah.
Although I am hoping they're going to mention a Windows one.
Why? Because you have
Really,
a Windows phone now?
Yes. Yes. I got rid of my shit Galaxy A's for a new phone, and now I can't play half the games I wanted to play just to see it. But yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's pretty much it for the highlight games
Yeah.
of this year. There's probably a few we've missed out, but fuck it. You know, if any of you guys in the what the fuck is this called? The Twitch box.
Twitch chat.
Have a game you think we should have mentioned. You know, feel free to let us know. We can chat some shit about that.
DuckTales remastered. That wasn't very good.
No, don't even talk about DuckTales.
Metro Last Light. That was all right.
Didn't like it.
It was all right.
The FPS bit was shit.
Don't Starve officially launched this year. That was fun.
Officially free next month for PS4 players on the PSN.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, bruv. If only if it was multiplayer, it'd be worth it.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's all some highlight stuff that happened this year. Obviously, PS4 and Xbox One launched. You know, looking back
as
at
they do.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's you know, was an interesting saga, especially for Microsoft, where they were going to do online DRM. And
They backtracked so many fucking things.
yeah, so quickly too. Like, you know, 6 months before launch, this console that's been in development for what, you know, 6 years, 7 years or whatever. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, we're not going to do that. Like, I could just see the engineers being like, what?
Yeah, just face palm. The fuck's sake, we've got 6 months to redo all this.
Yeah. Like, I wonder why some of the interface stuff is broken on the Xbox One. Probably has something to do with that.
It's like you got a week to redesign this feature. Go.
Right. All the PlayStation, when they announced theirs and they were dogging Xbox, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, there has been a lot more name calling this time round. You know? Usually, the past generation releases have kind of been sly about it, been smart about it, because you can't just directly insult your competitors.
Yeah.
But no, this time they were just like, yeah, Xbox One's shit.
Yeah, no, this was like awesome. I mean,
it was how gamers would behave.
yeah, well,
You know,
like it was
dogging on each other. It was great.
It was like Sega and Sony and Nintendo back in the day used to do that shit. Like Sony does what Nintendo don't. That kind of stuff.
And what happened to Sega?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, now they're aligned with Nintendo. What else? There's just a ton of shit. John Carmack, the guy behind the id Code, behind Doom, behind like every piece of like first person shooter that has ever been a part of anything, left id and went to Oculus Rift.
ID?
No, it's id. It's id software.
Sure it's ID.
No, it's id software, dude.
Dude, ID sounds so much better than id software.
No, it's id
I'm
software.
gonna Google this shit right now, see if there's a pronunciation video.
Okay, for id software. But yeah, he left to go to Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift became a big thing this year. You know, you heard a lot more about that. What else? I feel like there's so much stuff that happened. There's so much stuff that I wrote about. And I can't seem to remember any of it.
Yeah, just check the website out. You'll find it.
But if you guys have any other questions in chat or anything that you want us to talk about from 2013...
Dude, I'm not one to dwell on the past. I think 2014 is what we should be talking about.
2014 is what we should be talking about?
That's what we should be talking about. We just had arguably the most hyped next-gen releases of our time.
Yeah.
They're both there. They're both ready. There's both fuck all to play on either of them.
Right. Well, what do you want to talk about 2014? We could talk about 2014 a little bit.
Go on then.
Titanfall.
God, you have to bring in the fanboys.
Titanfall. Titanfall is going to be fucking amazing, dude. It's going to be fucking amazing. Dude, you have a mech that will grab you out of midair and put you inside of it.
Dude, mech games have always
been fucking sweet. What are you talking about?
Mech Warrior, prime example.
Great.
Shit.
Fucking great. Mech Warrior was fucking great. Yes, that's right, Butler. The Ouya did come out this year and everybody fucking forgot about it.
Yeah, they just fucking Kickstarter supported it and left it.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
The Steam consoles. That's a thing that happened this year.
Fuck the Steam console.
Why?
Because I can play Steam on my TV.
Well, yeah, but
I can play it on my PC TV.
Right,
I can play it anywhere in my fucking house.
But that's not for everybody. You should be excited.
The Steam console.
What do you mean? Of course it's the same console, but it's smaller, it's compact, it's going to be more readily available for the living room, and then that means that more people will play the PC. And if more people are playing the PC version of games, that means better PC ports, which is exactly something that we argued about in the beginning of this podcast.
It doesn't mean shit if more people play PC games, better PC ports.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If there's more people playing PC games, they will be more motivated to make a better PC port. We said that the console was so much better because they were making money there, right? That was the main contention of that argument. That's what we both agreed upon.
Yes, but I do not think the Steam box is going to pull community members from the console generation to the PC version.
Why? It's a console.
Because all of their friends are going to have to get them.
So what? All of your friends got to get the $500 Xbox or the $400 PS4.
But that's a lot easier to blag when you've got a family of 4 and 2 kids and are like, oh, get us an Xbox, we can both play at the same time. Don't get us a PC.
What? No, you can play with controllers on this thing.
Yes, but I'm saying it's like, I think PC gamers might pick it up so they can sit and chill with their mates in the living room, whatever. I don't think console players are going to take to it. I just don't.
I think when Half-Life 3 comes out on it, everybody will have to get it.
I think fuck Half-Life 3, okay? I don't even understand the whole fad around that game. Half-Life was good.
You don't understand the fad
fucking amazingly
of the creation of the Source engine.
No, like Source is great. Source has given me many, many hours of fun, more than I can fucking count.
Exactly.
But that's irrelevant. I don't know Half-Life all that much.
Half-Life gave us Source. It gave us the engine that decided the future of PC gaming.
It's great that Source made games like Left 4 Dead possible, but at the same time, I'd rather
have
Left 4 Dead 3 than Half-Life. Ryan gets high pitched when he feels threatened. He feels the need to become more girlified, so like a back away.
Not girlified.
Eat his fat ass. Right. So anyway, other things in 2014.
You can't call me a fat ass and then just move on. Yeah. What?
I'm talking about.
I said you can't just call me a fat ass and then move on.
No, I keep moving my volume, so I'm not even hearing you saying anything. So I'm saying, if he's fucking ignoring me.
No, I'm not fucking ignoring you. Wait, what did I just pass? I just passed something that was important.
My volume's got no resiliency left on the thing. It just moves itself. That's great.
Digital rights from Valve. That was something that looks interesting, where you can share games and stuff like that. I think
they got that on Steam already, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe. I know it's in beta. I think.
Yeah, I'm in the beta for it.
Okay, yeah.
Well, if you do, it's not. You click to add yourself, don't you? Everyone can get in it.
I think so.
Yeah, it seems to be alright. You know, you can share it with certain friends and family.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an important step forward in digital rights in moving forward in gaming, because they were.
I'll just give my mates the password.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but
You know, so well, you can spend hours developing this if you want. I'll just let them log in.
well, I mean I think it's important for going forward. So like I have we both have like 100 games on Steam, right? Wouldn't it be nice if we could sell those to somebody or something like that? I mean, wouldn't it be nice if we had the same rights with digital games that we do with like physical media?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, because my Steam collection had dropped down to about 3 games.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's what I think that would be, you know, consumers should have the right to do and be able to do with things that they own that they can with physical objects. That should be a thing. And
Yeah, I would disagree with that. I would like the opportunity to sell them. I'm not sure it'd be good because I like looking at my library list.
yeah,
Yeah, but then when I think about it, there's an awful lot of my games that I've picked up.
Dark.
I've only...
Sorry. Dark happened this year.
Fuck Dark. I've only picked up a game because it's been like $1.49 on the sale. And I still haven't played it. I might never play it.
Yeah, I would.
You know, and then selling that on for 70p is not really fucking worth it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, so... Yeah, but remember, we'll see something happen with a digital thing at some point, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, man. It's been a good year.
Meh.
Destiny. That's
Meh.
coming out next year. What are you?
It's too long. It's taking too long.
Whatever, dude.
I'm not thinking about it anymore until a week before release.
I specifically bring up a game because it's not a fanboy game, and then you're like, nah.
Yeah, because I'm very excited for it. It could be completely amazing. It could be completely shit. It's like every game before release, but at the same time, they delay the release just long enough for everyone to spend their money on the fucking pre-order.
Yeah.
Then delayed it after release of the console, blatantly saying to Sony, yeah, look, we'll hold out just so you guys keep the pre-orders coming in, you know, we'll leave it. And then we'll break their heart and tell them it's going to take ages.
Right.
And as Alex said on the Facebook, I would much rather wait for a better game, but at the same time, just be straight with us from the start. Don't wait until we've gone out and bought the console.
Yeah.
Fuckers. Fuckers.
Fuckers.
Fucking wankers. I don't mind too much, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to it, but I can't follow the hype train with these games. Once I hear about it, if the release date's too far off, I just put it out of my mind, which is not good for someone that does what we do.
Right.
You know, because then I'll specifically, like, I'll hear a breaking news story about it. I'll just ignore it and think, fuck it, I'm not writing on the site. They can Google it. I just don't like covering it. FIFA 15. FIFA 15. Actually, to be honest, I'm quite happy with FIFA 14. Well, I don't know why everyone has to take out the way I say FIFA. It's just FIFA. That's how you say
FIFA.
it. Even in your fucked up language, it's
FIFA.
still just FIFA.
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 It sounds funny when you say it.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, Butler, as well. Taking the piss out of me. You sound like a fucking hick.
Oh, man. Like, I've got this nice sweater on, but, like, it's getting warm in here.
Dude, I'm at home wearing my coat. It's so cold over here right now.
Well, it's cold here, but we have a thing called heat.
Yeah, we do too, but I don't turn up very often because I'm a stingy fucker.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. I want to talk about the new website. Yeah, I went ahead and said it straight away. Just said it.
You just said it. Now I gotta do my articles.
Yeah. Basically, we were hoping to have this new website launched within the next few days.
No, you were at.
Yeah, I was hoping to do it, but then my two. Well, what's the word? Bitches.
No, don't call me a bitch. I'll stop this right now if you call me a bitch.
What's the word? What is it when you work with someone? What's the actual word? Colleagues.
Colleagues or
Funny the
associates.
bitch came to mind first. Two of my colleagues and associates failed to do fuck all of what was on their to-do list. So we're going to have to delay the launch of the new website. There's only a few people that knew about it. You will be contacted regarding beta testing it for us at some point here soon. I'm going to bitch until these guys finally get their fucking shit done. Ryan.
Why don't you do something?
Motherfucker. I'm done, dude.
Are you really?
My shit's done.
No, it's not.
The only thing I've
No, it's not. You're full of shit. You're not done.
All I've got to do is that little idea we discussed yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And the game page is when you guys finally finish your shit.
Uh-huh.
Butler's sounding surprised, despite the fact he put a big fat hint on the fucking Facebook page.
Yeah.
When this was supposed to be a fucking secret.
Right.
Arse hat.
Butler.
He's still there. I want to see exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Facebook load fucking
He
quicker.
said the new rollout or something like that.
Let's see the new rollout. I suppose it's not a complete giveaway, but it's still quite a blatant fucking hint, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have the new website.
That's okay.
It's sort of aimed at more streamlining your experience. Merry Christmas, Floaty. I really wanted to do the Christmas before podcast.
I know, but I didn't have any power, dude. I was sitting here in the dark with a candle.
Dude, get a backup generator, motherfucker. What century do you live in?
What do you mean, what century do I live in? I live in a century where I don't have to have a fucking backup generator, usually.
Obviously, yeah, usually. But it's not a backup generator if you need it regularly. It's just your generator.
What?
A backup generator is there to be used rarely.
What?
Idiot.
I haven't lost power in years, dude. Not for a significant amount of time, at least. Like I've.
Yeah, I over here pretty hard as well. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mentioned it on your stream, Butler, because you didn't fucking tell me we were streaming. I was sitting there just playing DayZ with him and Todd.
Yeah.
And then they kept talking to someone. Like, who the fuck are you guys talking to? Like, you got them on TeamSpeak? You in another Skype call? No, they were talking to their fucking viewers. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, if I said anything illegal.
Right.
You know, if I said anything that's going to get me really into shit, right? Well, sure. I was like fucking bricking myself. But no, I think I got away with that. And I mentioned it on the stream, as I said, because I didn't know you were fucking streaming.
Sorry.
But yes, the new site is all made possible by the return of our friendly German, also known as Raging German, who just likes to bitch and fuck. He's come back. He's far more educated than me in terms of site design and stuff. So rather than me continuously breaking stuff, he was able to just get it up straight away. A lot of the ideas we've discussed in the past are going to be there. We have already got an idea in place to reward our regular viewers. You will be contacted about that just before the launch of the site, so we can get some placeholding stuff in place, and that will basically give you exclusive access. What the fuck was that?
Butler. Fuck you. I told you we were streaming.
You fucking didn't. Fucking knob jockey. No, Floaty is not handsome. He's German. They're all miserable and ugly as fuck.
I'm handsome. Look at me. Got this nice like sweater, like collared shirt combo going
You got
on.
a fat round face, dude.
I have a jolly face.
Jolly face. That's what Santa says.
Whatever.
He's got the face of a pedophile.
And I got like this nice beard, dude. This is groomed, man. Like I just trimmed this today.
Damn, son.
Shit is styling.
Dude, it'd take me a year and a half of not shaving to grow that much facial hair.
It takes me like a couple weeks.
But even then, it just wouldn't grow in any kind of pattern.
Yeah.
It's alright, I didn't move that fucking quick enough, did I?
No, it's all right.
I'm not an animal. Usually I'm quite polite, but I don't cover my mouth when I'm burping in private. I just forgot to press the button and burp to the internet instead.
Yep.
So yeah, the new site is going to be rolling out. It's going to have a lot more on it. We are going to be a lot more
It's pretty.
on it in terms. Yeah, it looks pretty. It's got a Windows 80 kind of feel to it, which takes a while, but it did grow on us very quickly. We're going to be featuring a lot more stuff, a lot more regular articles from us in terms of news. We're also going to do weekly features. We're going to have a new video layout for reviews.
New video segment.
System. Yeah, new video thingy-majig from Ryan every week.
So you can all yell at me. Like you do
yeah,
on Twitch.
Yeah, why not? As I said, ways to reward all our regular comers and stuff. All whether you like us on Facebook or you retweet our shit all the time, where you come and watch this, all them kind of people are going to be put into a nice little private pool where the giveaways and all that kind of stuff will go to first. So we're going to reward you guys before we just reward any usual fucking idiot that comes along and says hello, which is probably not the best way to speak about future community members.
Yep.
But they can't hear it, so it's fine. What else go in there? Yeah, just mostly it just looks a damn lot sexy. Everything's a lot better arranged. It's a lot quicker to find just stuff.
You know what we didn't do this year that we did last year?
Well,
We didn't do guest people on the podcast.
well, it's because we've barely got any fucking listeners.
Oh my god, you
Can't
are such a
use the
dick.
same
You're
guest every
such a
week.
dick.
Dude, how many times, right? How many times have we said, please email us?
People don't like to email things that they can't just directly click on.
Dude, at least if they liked us that much to listen to us for the last year and a half, just listen to us bitch.
Yeah,
They don't even have to like us or hate us enough to want to say something.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know
It's
how
like
it works.
My controller, a game is. I'm going to check now, just in case the fucking email address has been discontinued or something stupid. There have been people trying to.
I haven't noticed anything.
No, I mean, if it's my controller gamersheroes.com, if you guys have any feedback on the podcast or if you've got any ideas for the new website and what you'd like to see, we always do like hearing from our podcast listeners.
Right.
As we mentioned, there isn't a whole lot of news this week. There's a couple of bits, but I'm not going to bore you with them. It's just boring bits.
No, I think we should probably
Probably wrap this up here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been going for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, no, and it's good just to chat some shit without having to go with the whole scheduled fucking period thing every time.
Right.
It's been in this beer.
Thank you guys. Smith said nobody listens to us, but I know people listen to it.
Motherfucker, we don't give guest hosts. You don't get to guest host. You get to guest make an appearance.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant.
You know, this motherfucker's wanting to be guest hosted.
No, that's okay.
But I think he's got the skills.
Whatever.
You know what's worse is their channel's got more followers than ours.
That's okay. All we do is this. I mean, they spend all day playing terrible games on their stream.
Yeah,
so.
they play games all day. They get more viewers than us to actually sit there and talk to our viewers. And they have this stupid fucking robot on that lets people request Justin Bieber.
I'm doing that all the time now.
I'm sitting there trying to play DayZ or watch DayZ, and it's just Justin Bieber. It kills the mood.
We're just kidding, Butler. But I do want to thank everybody that has watched and been a part of this podcast with us. It's been a long journey.
Thoroughly enjoyable journey. It's one of the favorite parts of the site, doing a podcast.
Yeah, it is. I look forward to doing this every week. I look forward to sitting down with Captain Camper, even though he is an ass.
I look forward to doing this every week. I dread having to talk to you. I keep hoping Johnny will just start hosting it and we lose you under a car.
Whatever. You like me. You like me. You know I'm good for this. But anyways, yes, everybody, thank you for joining us. It's been, what is this? I mean, it's been like a year and a half that we've been doing this now. So, have a merry holidays and a happy new year, and we will see you all next week.
Indeed. Have a great New Year's. Remember, be safe.
Yes.
Don't get too fucked.
Don't get too fucked, and don't drink and drive, and be nice to each other.
Or get really fucked, but get a sober friend to take you home.
There you go.
Win.
Have a